Yes, Bissouma, Arsenal's dream signing ahead of deadline day, available for £45 million in there. Welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone, guys. How are you and where are you watching from? It's a very good morning, and today, Arsenal is taking on Man City, but we'll wait and see how the things are really going to unfold in here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Remember, guys, my name is Rokani David, aka RD, onto this channel, which goes by the names of the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone in there. Guys, if I told you are new, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, guys, because you guys are really amazing and massive. Now, we've all been knowing this from last summer to the January transfer window that Arsenal have been chasing for a signature of a man who goes by the name of Yves Bissouma. He's an African player. He comes in from Mali, and Arsenal has very good chances in getting African players, and most of the African players on the African continent have flourished at a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Let me recite some. Nwanko Kanu in there, Roland Meyer, Eboué, Kolo Toure, Emmanuel Adebayo, who else? Song Belong in there. He was really a player from a team which goes by the names of Arsenal and played for Cameroon in there, and his career really went off when he really left a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. So Arsenal really has a very good track record of really African players. They have now Pepe, they have Thomas Partey, they are having a player who goes by the names of El Nini in there. So Arsenal really, even Aubameyang is an African player. I've forgotten him, but Aubameyang coming in from Gabon in there. So it shows you that there are a lot of attractions for African players at Arsenal, and this was all laid by the manager of Arsenal by then, who went by the names of Arsene Wenger in there. So he made it happen, and everything was on okay and clear, and everything was. So now, Yves Bissouma is available for Arsenal at £45 million in there. They know he wants to go to Arsenal in there. Arsenal fans really came out and really lashed at Edu and Arteta when they really got news that a team which goes by names of Liverpool has really made contact on Brighton to sign a man who goes by the names of Yves Bissouma, and they really lost their cool in there. That is Arsenal fans in there. But all in all, that was not really okay, because a man who goes by names of Jurgen Klopp looks like came out and confirmed that they are not going to get any signing in there when the season, although the deadline day is coming to an end. Remember that deadline day is on Tuesday. That is the 1st of September in there, and wait and see what days are really going to happen and be massive onto that day, because when you look at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, really they need Yves Bissouma, because Lokanga has been playing well into that so-called central defensive midfield in there. I see him is playing very well, but having two players into that position is better, because it increases competition amongst them. And secondly, there is one thing that Arsenal is noting. In January, there is what we call the African Cup of Nations in there. So it's better to have in a Yves Bissouma in here to play these games that he plays like 3 games, then Lokonga comes in and plays 1 or 2 games, because Yves Bissouma will be leaving for what we call the African Cup of Nations. Arsenal is going to be having a very big exodus in there. El Nini, Thomas Partey, Nicola Pepe, and Aubameyang in there. 4 players are leaving for the African Cup of Nations in January, and Arsenal will be in for it. So I think that is something that I'm really going to bring in later. I see it as a problem that can really fail Arsenal to bring in a man who goes by names of Yves Bissouma. But when you look at Yves Bissouma, he's really a very good player. 1, he is good at tackling. 2, he's good as a holding midfielder. He gets fire out of the ball and game, and then he can really cool the game when the team really is on high tempo, like playing teams like Man City, as Arsenal is going to play today, playing like Manchester United, when the team is attacking you left, right, and center. When Yves Bissouma gets that ball, he has all the qualities to control it and really cool down the tempo, and then start the passing. Remember, nowadays the game of football is won and lost in the midfield. You all know that the game of football is won and lost in the midfield. There is no lie about that. Now, just imagine the midfield of Arsenal having Yves Bissouma, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, Nicola Pepe, Bukayo Saka and Aubameyang leading the line. You know what I'm talking about. That is the dream midfield of very many Arsenal fans in there. I've read a tweet from an Arsenal fan like that Yves Bissouma is the same as Thomas Partey in there, and say that Yves Bissouma is a carbon copy of Thomas Partey, and I said he doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Yves Bissouma is a player who has qualities of Thomas Partey and qualities that Thomas Partey doesn't have. Thomas Partey cannot protect the back four. He cannot play as a CDM, but Yves Bissouma is doing that same role at a side which goes by the names of Brighton in there. And we look at his statistics in there, in the games he has been playing, Yves Bissouma is just a success story that we cannot really leave and not talk about in there. So Bissouma is really a very good player in there. When you look at him, the interceptions, you see, he has blocked lots of shots in there, and we are really not I'm really not in agreeing terms with a man who goes by the names that Arsenal fan who came out and said that Yves Bissouma is a carbon copy of a man who goes by Thomas Partey. Look, on 21st, Yves Bissouma was named the man of the match. He had 70 touches, 5 interceptions, 5 tackles, 8 possessions gained, 44 out of 55 pass completion, and the assist for Maupay's goal in there. That is Yves Bissouma. Now you know who I'm talking about. Yves Bissouma is really that lad that is really far much better than Thomas Partey. He's far much better than Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is really a box-to-box player, but Yves Bissouma is a CDM and can spare some time and really go ahead and create some assists because he's good on the ball. He's good on the ball. I think even on the ball, he's better than Thomas Partey in there because he has the power. He can really drive that ball. He is tall. He's energetic. That is a man who goes by Yves Bissouma. That's the reason why I tell Arsenal fans that Yves Bissouma is the perfect CDM that Arsenal should get in there. That is something that I think, and I know Arsenal fans really think about it like that. Some of them think like that. Some don't think like that. But I really think Yves Bissouma is the ideal signing that Arsenal should get before the transfer window. So Arsenal can really land their dream signing in there of a man who goes by the name of Yves Bissouma by the end of the transfer window, because Arsenal have been interested in Yves Bissouma for very long time. In January, they were in for him, and a number of fans had made it clear that he would be the perfect partner of Thomas Partey, although not all fans share the same views. Yes, some Arsenal fans, let me read this tweet of a man who goes, Andrew Thompson says, so we bring in identical midfielders in the same summer. Partey and Bissouma are near carbon copies, same profile, same strength, weakness, tactical imbalance would be horrific. If you want to talk about a plan, yes, we need one. 90 total on clones is hardly a good one. That's really something that I think he doesn't know the player is talking about. If at all you know who Yves Bissouma is, he is not the same as Thomas Partey. The only thing they have in common is that Yves Bissouma has qualities that Thomas Partey has, but Yves Bissouma has qualities that Thomas Partey doesn't have. You get Thomas Partey and you add on qualities of a CDM. So it shows you that Yves Bissouma is the ideal signing that Arsenal should land on the D-day of the signing. Why? Because if Thomas Partey is injured, Yves Bissouma can give you what Thomas Partey could have given you. If Thomas Partey is present, you can play both of them into a double midfield pivot with Yves Bissouma and Thomas Partey into that so-called double midfield pivot, because Arsenal plays a system of a 4-2-3-1 with Yves Bissouma as a CDM and Thomas Partey as a box-to-box player in there. He does a link-up play very well and he tracks back very well. So if at all you have Yves Bissouma into that role, I think you'll be really doing great in there. So fans knowing saying that Yves Bissouma is the same as a man who goes by the names of Thomas Partey, you guys, you should really get yourself a TV today and watch the Brighton game where Yves Bissouma is going to feature in there, because Arsenal looks like they're into for a good season if at all they get in Yves Bissouma. That's what I really have in my head, because Arteta is well aware of the problem in there, that if he doesn't really get in a CDM like Yves Bissouma, he knows what his job is at, because Bissouma is one of the best in his position in the Premier League. That is no doubt. He can play at Manchester United, he can play at Man City, he can play I think he can play each and every team in the Premier League. You get? Because when you look at Manchester United, Yves Bissouma can play ahead of Freddie Arevano, who goes by the names of Nemanja Matic, and Scott McTominay, because he's better in there. You get? Secondly, when you look at Arsenal, obvious cases can go in. Liverpool can go in. He can play ahead of, I think he can play into that position with Fabinho in there. Even in that Man City, Yves Bissouma is really a very good player. And I think if at all Pep Guardiola can really, if at all Pep Guardiola can get him, he can be a perfect replacement for Fernandinho, because Fernandinho is just at Man City for just 1 year right now and is leaving. Sorry for that. And he's leaving. So that shows you that Rodri only cannot play that role. And I think Yves Bissouma is better than Rodri. I think he's better than Rodri because Rodri is really, he's a simple player. He's like a duplicate of Sergio Busquets in there. Sergio Busquets really getting that ball pass and follow in there, very good in there. But in the Premier League, if at all you have a driving force and pace and energy and physique like that of Yves Bissouma, then you're a different player altogether, because Yves Bissouma has goals with him, because it says that he's only ever scored 8 goals career with his main focus on the defensive side of the game. So it shows you that his main career is on the defensive part of the game, but he comes in and scores goals like he did last time. If he doesn't score a goal, sometimes he'll come in and get you that assist that you've been really waiting for, as he did for Brighton. Targets man who goes by the name of Maupe in there. So Yves Bissouma can be a dream Arsenal signing on the deadline day. £45 million have been put onto any team, have been put up by a team which goes by the name of Brighton, to any team that feels like they would get in Yves Bissouma. So Yves Bissouma remains a dream signing for Arsenal ahead of deadline day in there. However much Liverpool came in, and they said that Arsenal fans were not pleased to hear rumours of Liverpool making an official inquiry to Brighton and Havion for the midfielder, with the Segals wanting in excess of £40 million to get a deal done. So it's all written all over the wall. Does Arsenal has the money in there to get in Yves Bissouma? Because good news is that Arsenal, should Mikel Arteta and technical Edu decide to make Yves Bissouma their 6th signing and perhaps final signing of the summer, is that reports of an inquiry from the Reds are not sure as far as the Liverpool echo. But will this stance spark Gunners into action before Tuesday deadline? Yeah, it might have, because when you look at Ronaldo to Manchester United, it was sparked by Man City going in for Ronaldo in there, and United came in early enough, Ferguson came in, and very many others, and Ronaldo is now a Manchester United player. So I think Liverpool wanting Yves Bissouma in there can really spark off Arsenal and really act as a catalyst to really get in Yves Bissouma at Arsenal, because I think Yves Bissouma is that signing that is lacking at Arsenal. Because when you see Aubameyang really starting to scoring in goals, a hat-trick in there, it looks like he is getting back to the level we know where he's supposed to be, as people who have been watching him for a very long time, from Borussia Dortmund to Arsenal. He is a man who really has an eye for goal, and the problem was he has been getting chances and he has been misusing all those chances in there. That is Yves Bissouma in there for you. And when it comes at Arsenal, he really provides a very solid backup to the defense of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, that I think Arsenal lacked when they are playing a team which goes by names of Chelsea. Because Lokonga was good, he does the hold-up play very well, but just know he lacks the experience. But Bissouma, I think this is his third season playing to the Premier League in there, and I think he has earned the experience to help a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Now, Yves Bissouma is up for grabs for a team which goes by names of Arsenal, if at all they get £45 million in there. What brought us to know how much a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there is? What got us to know the price tag of a man who goes by the name of Yves Bissouma was because Liverpool went in and inquired for his availability in there, and they told them that if at At only have 45 million pounds, we are giving you Yves Bissouma in there. So that's it all in here onto the football news top 10s and lifestyle zone. I really want to see you guys in the comment section telling me what you think about Yves Bissouma in there, being linked to move to Arsenal in there, and Arsenal can get him before deadline day on 45 million pounds. They now know the amount of money they're supposed to pay in there. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. And if at all you are new to this channel, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. My name is RD, aka Rokani David, and I'm out for now. See you later. Arsenal is taking on Manchester City in the next 4 hours from now. Let's wait and see how it all unfolds at the end. Remember, I told you, I have a feeling that Arsenal is going to get a shocking result at Man City. Man City might be shocked today by Arsenal because Arsenal cannot afford to go ahead and lose 3 consecutive games in the Premier League. I know Man City are really having an edge at Arsenal, but I don't support Arsenal. But I feel like Arsenal is really going to raise up to the occasion, having gotten a boost of 6-0 win against a team which goes by the names of West Bromwich Albion into the midweek, with Aubameyang discovering his scoring boots in there and banged in a hat-trick. I saw Odegaard playing very well, Bukayo Saka played very well, Lacazette getting in a goal, Nicola Pepe scoring in there. So it shows you that Arsenal have really discovered themselves, and I think they're really going to prove a team which goes by names of Man City wrong today. And I don't see that game ending in favor of Manchester City. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but let's wait and see. We'll see into the match reaction as Arsenal really plays a side which goes by names of Manchester City. Thank you guys for watching again. 5 finger salute. I'm out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.